Right now, learning has resumed at Mirithu Girls Secondary School in Ndeiya, Kiambu County after a week-long closure occasioned by a fire incident that destroyed one dormitory and students' belongings. Now, under tight supervision from the school administration and relevant authorities, students have begun reporting back to school gradually, where temporary facilities including tents have been set up to accommodate learners as efforts continue to restore normal operations. This and more stories in our county news brief.
With investigations still ongoing to establish the exact cause of the fire that caused damage to the property in a dormitory at Mirithu Girls Secondary School, parents have urged the school management to stay vigilant and ensure student safety, stressing the need to strengthen fire prevention systems and conduct regular inspections to avoid disasters that are preventable in the future. Limuru MP John Kiragu donated 100 mattresses and 20,000-litre tanks to the school, which will be used by the students in temporary facilities.
Kama mzazi wowote yule, maombi yetu ni usalama wa shule. Management iwe na extra careful na kuangalia kama hizo mashort circuits za stima ziwe zinaangaliwa, kuna mafundi wao watu wakiangalia. Watoto wetu tumeleta hapa masaa mingi wako na wao walimu. Sisi kama wazazi tunawachia na mara mingi na kuomba Mungu, na Mungu badi ni mbele ya kila kitu.
Solidarity forever. And due to a funding crisis, public health services across Kenya may soon face disruptions to what officials describe as unfair budget allocations, noting that despite the Ministry of Health receiving 200 billion shillings, little progress had been made in strengthening public health services.
We demand respect to the Minister of Health. By this I mean that we have been seeing people who are masquerading in the name of public health, in the name of doing public health activities, yet they are not been licensed and registered by public health officers and Technical Council to work.
Still on health, Meru clinicians have camped outside Meru Governor's office as the strike enters the third week to demand implementation of the CBA agreement on promotions and salary increments. The county government is now using medical interns and students, noting that this is putting patients' lives at risk. They are now asking Meru Governor Isaac Mutuma to come out and address the plights of clinical officers and restore normalcy in the health sector.
Kusema wizi katika sekta ya afya sisi hatutakubali, si ndio? The money that is intended to promote healthcare workers, the money that is intended to hire healthcare workers must be provided.
The Kenya Revenue Authority has assured Kenyans that its integration with M-Pesa is not intended to interfere with customers' transaction or compromise their personal data. Speaking during a citizens' engagement assembly in Meru County, KRA Acting Commissioner General Dr. Lilian Nyawanda noted that key issues raised revolved around filing of returns and taxpayer education, emphasizing that the feedback gathered will help KRA develop systems that enhance accessibility to services such as KRA PINs, e-invoices and iTax.
Objective of this engagement was to listen to the citizens, understand their issues around tax areas, and be able to listen and also give solutions or provide way forward or pick up the feedback on areas and actions that we're going to implement. And we've agreed that this is just the beginning. This is going to be an ongoing engagement.
Elsewhere, an increase in cotton production could lead to a lack of market if the Buy Kenya, Build Kenya policy is not implemented. According to the chairman of Agriculture and Food Authority in the country, Corneli Serem, implementing this policy will greatly benefit farmers.
The need for us to increase the production of cotton here will have no market if we don't encourage the policy of buy Kenyan products. If we are going to encourage Kenyans to plant a lot of cotton, and for us to have a lot of cotton, then we must have a market. If we have the market, and then definitely most Kenyans, many Kenyans in this region will definitely plant a lot of cotton.
Finally, fishermen in Malindi have demanded the immediate completion of a 55 million shilling stalled fish market in the area, saying that its construction had taken long. During a tour of the Blue Economy, Water and Irrigation Committee of the National Assembly, chaired by Marakwet East MP Kangongo Bowen, the fishermen also alleged corruption in the Kenya Marine and Fisheries Socio-Economic Development projects in the area, noting that the contractor abandoned the site over non-payment.
It's a project which is going to address the post-harvest losses of the fish farmers around this place, and it's also going to improve how they are going to handle the fish.
Michelle Mudeu for Easy Friday.